Alright guys, we are going to work on a flex fuel kit today. So hopefully our success will be to get this thing in if I can get the focus. But basically we have a flex fuel kit to run E85 or a blend of E85 with the tune that I have. It's by Pro Tuning Freaks, and it mates up with my BM3 multimap tune. So all you got to do theoretically is to hook this up and then put whatever gas and E85 mix you want in there, and it will run through the sensor and calibrate it, and kind of adjust the car as needed. So it's supposed to be a plug and play. I got the under the car in case I go with a different top hat and fuel lines. So that's essentially basically all that it is. So here's your sensor. It's going to connect up to this guy here, which then this end right here goes and connects to the control board, and then this line is going to feed into the footwell and also connect here. And so we got to do some work on top, same thing. So we're going to remove the plastic on the top, 10 mils, and some clips, 13 mils for the carbon brace, and we got to get the strut bar out of here as well. So that's a bunch of E10, E12s, and a T50 down here, and some clips as well. Because there is a fuse box, we're going to have to go and take it out so we have access to the firewall to feed the wire through to the passenger side footwell over here. So let's go ahead and get started. So it took me a second and Mike a second to figure out how this box pops off. It's plastic tabs, but it really just pops off. You don't have to push in any tabs or anything like that. We're going to use a puller like that, and it'll just a little bit of force, it'll pop right off. So go ahead and do that. And there you go. And that's it. Okay, it is the next day. We ran out of some time here, but yeah, so we got the flex fuel kit all installed, and I went ahead and make sure nothing was leaking. There was a little bit of vibration in the lines because when you add that additional adapter, it kind of extends the lines and it's not hitting the insulated areas that it's supposed to hit. So we added some pool noodle insulation around it, drove it for a little bit just to make sure nothing overheated in that area and nothing was leaking. That was all done off camera, but straightforward installation. Again, we went with the under kit flex fuel from Boot Mode, and we went and did the footwell hookup instead of the rear seat EKP because apparently that burns out. But the stage 2 multi-map already encompasses the flex fuel, so it should have automatically adjusted to it, and I did make sure on the map that it was already ready to accept flex fuel. So what we did was we went out, we got E85, and then there's this great app called E85 Calc, and you put in the specs for your car in terms of how many gallons does the car have, and the capacity wise, what you're currently at right now and what your current ethanol content is. So for us it was 0. At the time I had about a half a tank of fuel, and then put that in there and it calculates what's your target E range. And for me, I went a little conservative. I wanted an E20 blend just to kind of start it off and kind of break it in and see what it does, and data log to ensure that, you know, nothing is wildly off before I go a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, it's all done. I put in the mixture. It was about 5 gallons E85 to complement what was already in the system, and it showed a E20 rating, and I'll show you inside the car once I start it up. But before we do it, let's get a cold start going. Okay, so back in the car. So to kind of adjust and make sure that the car is reading the right ethanol content, and if you ever wanted to know what kind of blend of E85 you are, you come down here and you hit down on the cruise control button. But what it does is when you do that, it's programmed to tell you on the RPM gauge what ethanol content you're running. So for me, I was targeting an E20 blend, so it should show up on the 2000 mark. So if I hold down on this button right here, see how it jumps right to the 2. So that tells me that it's reading an E20 blend, so I have that kind of mixture going on. And as I get more comfortable with the car, making sure everything is healthy, put a little bit more in there, get an E30, E40 blend, you'll see the needle spike up. So again, I'm pulling down on this, holding, and if you look there, it shows an E20, and then it goes back down to where you're idling. It'll also work when you're driving as well. Just kind of does a quick adjustment for as long as you're holding it. As soon as you let go, it goes back to the proper RPMs. But other than that, yeah, successful install. The car really comes alive. I pulled some data logs. I was having a little bit of timing issue, but you know, someone said if you start going and using the ethanol, it could help it. It certainly did. So I've been pretty happy with it. So I think the only other thing now is if I wanted to get a Pro Tune, or if I wanted to go single turbo and go a little bit more crazier with this car. But for now, I think this is where I'm happy with it the most. It's a pretty good daily, but it can get up and go. So, all right, until next time, guys.